What's up, guys? Can everybody hear me all right? It's only my second time doing this, so I'm still rusty with this whole process. Hope everybody's doing well, though. What's up, Susanna? You guys can hear me okay? Perfect. All right. So we're doing some giveaways. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Everybody good out there? Awesome. So where's everybody from while I get everything kind of set up on my end here? Scotland, Texas, Pittsburgh, London, all over the place. Massachusetts. Mass is the closest one to me so far. Michigan, Colorado, Tampa, Texas, West Virginia, Missouri, Georgia. Nice. LA, Texas, Virginia, Oakland County, Michigan. I used to live in Oakland, Michigan. Wisconsin, Rhode Island. Damn, we're all over the place tonight. Nice. Wow. How many people are in here? 70, 89. All right, nice. All right, good turnout. So we have the first thing going off. We've got another 2.5 minutes or so on the wireless HDMI transmitter receivers. So if you guys haven't yet entered in to win that, that's going to be the first thing that goes off. Jump over there and do that. I'll give you guys actually the direct link right now. You guys can click over if you haven't already entered. If you have, then you're good to go. Here is the direct link coming at you guys. You should be able to just click this. And the countdown on that is 2 minutes and 1 second. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, so we got Kansas in the house, Tennessee, UK, South Florida, Texas, Illinois, Bangladesh, Canada, Syracuse, New Mexico. Nice. We're all over the place. Love it. New York, Ohio. Nice. Long Island, not too far from me. I'm in Connecticut. Nobody else in Connecticut here? Just me? All right. So how much longer we have? We got another minute to go on the transmitter receiver, which I have right here. And for each of the things that I'm giving away today, I've already done a unboxing video and review video and all that. And I'm not giving you guys anything that got a bad review. Most things don't. I've had a few things that I didn't like that I just didn't even end up filming because they were just so bad. I just packaged them up and sent it back. So usually if stuff's like really bad, or it's just like comes out of the box and things are a mess, I won't even bother moving forward with them. If they're really bad and I feel like people need to be aware, then I'll do, you know, a cringy sort of review video, which I just did recently on the, what was it? Was it the USB game drive? It was some game drive that was just horrendous. I didn't see New Zealand. I'm not throwing shade. New Zealand. Didn't see you. Didn't see you. Puerto Rico. Greetings from New York City. Nice. I'm about an hour and a half north of New York City. Probably the closest city. Boston's not too far. I'm kind of centrally located between Boston and New York, but New York could be a little bit closer. Have you seen the Kinhank 4? No, I have not. That one. I kind of blend them all together. I don't think I've seen that one, but I could be. I know you are. I know you are. All good. Yeah, I haven't seen I don't think I've seen that particular one, or I haven't reviewed it yet anyways. Black Friday shopping. Nice. I was going to do a video going through Amazon because there's some really amazing deals on there, but I just got busy with the holiday. So maybe I'll do that tonight because their Black Friday deals are going all the way through Monday. So it's like a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sort of all-inclusive thing. So Colorado Springs. Nice. Just built about a Sarah machine on my HP Elite Desk G3. Nice. Did you see my video on that? I think that one did pretty well. That's probably the most inexpensive option that also gives you great performance as well. So that's a sweet setup. Good. Glad that worked out for you. Princeton, Indiana. Got off a game of No Mercy to be here. Well, hopefully I don't let you down. I can't really compete with No Mercy. Is there a way to emulate PC games by chance? I love Command and Conquer. Is there a way to emulate PC games? Yeah, you can emulate PC games. I haven't done much personally with PC games. I've been meaning to dive into that, but it just depends what type of PC games you're looking to do, I suppose, as to how you would go about setting it up. I know Launchbox has a lot of Windows stuff that's supposed to be pretty easy to set up. I've seen them on like the pre-configured cards or drives rather, but I haven't personally done it. Oh, you followed my instructions? Sweet. Glad that worked out. You need to upgrade your laptop. Well, check out the Black Friday deals. There's some great stuff. There's a whole section on laptops on Amazon too. Yeah, Blitz is going. I'm working on hopefully coming down home stretch to start modding this. I just removed, I got to get the haze off of here, but I just removed the backing of the sticker that fell off. All right, so let's do the first giveaway here, and then we'll jump to the second. There's actually a pretty decent break between the first and second on here. So we've got 2.5 minutes or so on the handheld. I'm going to give you guys a direct link to that if you haven't already hit that up, so you guys can enter into that one before it ends. So I'm going to throw that into the chat over here. This is for the handheld, but let's do the giveaway for the wireless HD extender here. That's the receiver and transmitter. So let me jump over to the entries here, and I just pick a random winner. I have a button here that just says draw a winner, and I will do that right now. Let's see, randomly draw winners. Submit. And our winner is, of course, it's got to give me a dramatic load here. Where is my winner? All right, we're going to let that do its thing here for a second. Give me 1 second. And if you haven't yet entered into the handheld, go ahead and do that now because that is running. And I'll probably be behind on the chat for a couple seconds here. Jump over. I have a million windows open on my end, so bear with me as I get used to this. All right. It's my first time using this sweep widget software, which is what I'm using to do all these giveaways. So jump in here. All right, so the winner of this right here, the receiver and transmitter, is John Rio. So I don't have, it doesn't look like I have a username here, but John Rio, I will email you after this. John in the chat here. You don't have to be here live with us to win anything either. So that one was for John Rio. I'm going to make a note of that. And I'll be emailing everybody as soon as I'm done on here. Not seeing John in here shouting out, but that is perfectly fine. So congrats to him. So let me try to catch up on the chat here. All right. Yeah, he didn't give me his username for YouTube, so he'll be getting, you should get an automated email too if you're the winner right from here, from my website, but I'm going to get that out of the way. So the handheld has officially ended. Let's jump into that one next. And actually, before we dive into that any further, let me give you guys the link to the next one, which is going to be our first mini PC. The first mini PC is going to be the PicoBox Mini PicoBox Mini PC. AcePC makes that, and I'll give you guys the direct link here momentarily. Too many windows open. All right, I'm gonna paste it into the chat for you guys. So we got about 3 minutes left on that one, and we're gonna draw the handheld right now. Okay, here is the PicoBox Mini link. He literally went John Doe on us. Yes, he did. All right, let's see if we got the next winner in the chat though. So we've got the handheld ready. I wish I could show you guys this as it goes through. I'm sure I could, but I got to figure out how to do that. I'm still new to this whole live giveaway thing. So let's go in here. Random winner. And who do we have? Makes me refresh everything after I select a winner. Xander Wolf for the handheld. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, I might have the wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. There's like a lag on my countdown here as it like picks the winner. So bear with me. Yep, it's Xander Wolf for the handheld. Nice. So that is right here. I don't think I showed you guys this one. So Xander here. Port Jefferson Ferry to Connecticut. Yes. You scroll through and see if he's in here. Anybody see him in here in the chat? Sometimes my chat's a little behind, so. Nope, not seeing him. All right. Well, everybody that wins is getting an email, so I'm going to make a note of that. Xander won that one. All right. So on to the next one. And I want to try to stay ahead of this a little bit. I think I'm getting the hang of how it shouts everybody out now. So we got 51 seconds left on the PicoBox Mini right here. This is an awesome mini PC, so definitely enter if you haven't already. Link is the last one that I just threw into the live chat here. So 37 seconds on this. And I'm going to get you guys the next link after that. That one is the AceMagic Mini PC with the LED display on the front. So let me jump over, get you guys that link. And how much time do we have on that? Oh, that one's going right after. So that one's 20 seconds behind. I didn't separate those very much. All right, let me try to get you guys the link quick. I'm sure most of you guys already entered this anyways, but you guys are gonna have to enter really quick because I didn't give you much time on this one. All right, so that is the LED display on the front, which I have right here. I try to be nice. Ooh. You guys are why I'm doing this. So if I can give back, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I could go and sell all this stuff on eBay and stuff, but I'm happy to. I mean, it's no secret that I do get paid for the views on the channel and stuff. So if I can give stuff away and, you know, go that route, I am thrilled to do it. Win-win for everybody. The AceMagic Mini PC is awesome. I plan on giving it to my little cousin so he can start his content creation career. Nice. If anybody's looking to be a content creator, man, it's the time to do it. I feel like we're at, like Everything's changing right now. It's a weird time in the world, but definitely, if you're into social media, dive into this stuff. I mean, there's people that are making a living doing YouTube and all the other things out there. It's pretty crazy, but in a good way. I mean, there's worse things you could be doing with yourself for sure. It's definitely a growing market, I suppose. All right, so AcePC is done. Let's jump in there. And we'll also draw the winner for the AceMagic Mini PC. And let me just check because I didn't space these out as much as I should have. Yeah, I think that the final one, which is the Xbox cooling fan multifunctional stand, I believe that has timed out as well. Let me just double check. Next time I'll separate these by like 10 minutes because it goes pretty quick in here. All right, so let's jump over to the AceMagic S1. Draw a winner over here as well. And we'll draw the winner on also the multifunctional stand, which has ended officially. Okay. All right. Just got to refresh it on my end, and we will call each of these out. I got to look into a different setup though, because I think it would be cool to be able to just display everything. Like if you guys followed the actual entry page and you could see, live the winner get announced as I see it. I think that would be cool. All right, so the AcePC, Whitman Dowen. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Let me see if there's, some of these have a username, some of them don't. This one does not. So are you in the house? Whitman Dowen. Dowen or Dowen? I'm terrible with pronunciations. Mike, you have too many PCs off of my reviews. Glad that worked out for you. Hopefully it worked out for you. Hopefully I didn't steer you in the wrong direction. Just catching up on the live chat. Blitz the League, rated M football game. Yes, I was actually playing that like 2 weeks ago. I went to do a gameplay demo on there and quickly realized that probably wasn't the best title. I try to keep it like somewhat PG for the review videos, and yeah, there's some foul language in there, which I'm always careful with just because you never know who's watching this stuff. Plus, my kids watch the channel. Once in a while, they'll surprise me and like let me know something about what I did here on the channel. So they're keeping tabs on me. They're not admitting that they like anything that I do, but they're definitely watching in some capacity. So I try to keep it clean. All right, so we're going to announce the winner for the AceMagic S1, which is probably my favorite. I love the RGB lights on there. I love the display on there. Let's see who won that. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Whitman Down. I must have looked at the wrong. Don't tell me he won both of these. Let's see. No way. He won both mini PCs with 6 total entries across all of these. He won both. Okay. All right. What are the odds on that? There were how many entries into this? 959 people entered into the PicoBox, which totals how many total entries? 4,738. I guess that makes sense because you can get up to 8 entries into each one. So he's got to be buying lottery tickets from us from now on, or for us from now on. That's nuts. I'll reach out to him. I would imagine he probably doesn't want both, so maybe he wants to roll it over and let somebody else give it a try. But if not, I mean, fair and square. He got both of them. All right, let's see who won the Xbox cooling fan multifunctional stand. And from in the future, I was actually wondering whether I should not discourage people. I mean, should I make it so only one person could enter to one mini PC? That would be fair, but I think moving forward, I'm not going to do 5 in a row. I'm going to do 1 or 2 at a time. So I think that'll avoid that ever happening. But what are the odds on that? That's insane. I need him to pick some lottery ticket numbers for me. All right, so for the multifunctional cooling fan for the Xbox Series S, we have Odilon Perez. Odilon. I'm terrible with pronunciations, and nobody's been like a straightforward like John Smith tonight. So hopefully I'm not murdering that. Yeah, the man did find 2 diamonds in the rough. That's crazy. Whitman again. That would be crazy, right? I can't believe that. That's just insane to me. And I'm just looking at the numbers here. There's that was for the PicoBox. So let me see how many people entered into the AceMagic mini PC giveaway. So let me just see, because that I think was the most popular one. That's crazy. Oh, that one didn't have as many. 754 different people. So total to 3707. So 3,707. Still, that's a total of over 7,000 entries between the two. And he got picked for both of them. And I know it must look sketchy as hell now, but it's a random like app that I use on my website. All right. So was anybody in here though? Doesn't look like anybody was in here for the live, which that's all right. We only have 118 out of the 900 on one and 700 on the other, so not surprised there. Try the spinning the wheel app. I was looking into that, so it's tough with some of them because, and I think I'm going to limit it so we don't have like the 8 entries. I was just trying to make it fun for everybody, and I didn't expect there to be that many people that partook in this, but yeah, the wheel would be cool if I could do it without having to like manually type in like 900 names. If I could integrate the list over, then I would love to do that. I think that would be so cool. Even if I did it like, on a little screen behind me or something, that would be cool. 1 in 500. So I guess the odds aren't as, I mean, they're still crazy, but they're not as totally ridiculous as, I mean, it's not like the lottery here, but yeah, that's one lucky dude. I wish he was in here so we could all chat with him. See if he has any picks for who's going to win the football game Sunday, or any of the football games. Oh, so I keep saying next time. Yeah, so it's not going to be an annual Thanksgiving ritual. It's going to be a weekly thing. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this weekly. I know that sounds nuts, but I think we could do it weekly at least for the month of December. So that reminds me, let's talk about what we're going to do. And yeah, thank you for clarifying that, because I certainly wasn't, was I? Yeah, we're going to try to do this weekly. It's not going to be 5 different things. 5 was a little bit much, I think, just for me to manage. And then I have to ship everything out too and all that stuff. But yeah, so this is probably going to be the next one. And this is the most exciting one too. And this weighs a friggin' ton. This is the HA4. Yes, the Paladin HA4. I just did a video on this. Let me give you guys the link to that video just so you know what I'm talking about. And while I look that up, let me show you guys the mini PC. It's not that mini. It's actually quite large. This is one I did maybe a week and a half ago. I reviewed this. This is probably the number 2, I would say, best mini PC out there on the market today that I've tried out. There's a lot that I haven't tried out. The B-Link Sur 6 Max is my favorite. That's like the teal, much smaller than this mini PC. This one rivals that. It's not quite as good, just falls short by like a hair. But yeah, this is phenomenal. It actually has lights that light up all around the edge too. You can change the lights. There's a button on the back for the RGB lighting. You can change it to a bunch of different lighting configurations. So that's going to be really cool. This is a $500 mini PC. We're going to give this away next Friday. So I'm going to get I wish I had time. I didn't think it through with Thanksgiving being yesterday, but I'm going to put together the entries for that. Hopefully I'll have it out by tomorrow night, and I'll do a video in the next day or so kind of highlighting that, and I'll put together like the demo reel that I did, the demo reel from the review video that I did on this, and I'll link you guys to that right now if you want to check it out later. But yeah, that'll be huge. So again, a $500, probably right now it's a little less because of Black Friday, but retail price on it is $500. Actually, they were short on inventory, so I wonder if it's even available right now. I'm going to pull up the video actually, and I'll give you guys a link to it, but I'm wondering if it's even available right now because they actually sent me an email last week and said, anytime I do a review video, if I don't know the company, usually they'll send me an email if it's good, thanking me, and if it's bad, they probably just put me up on like a bullseye in their office. But I'll probably have to search for my own videos. Too many damn videos on here. There we go. So here's the direct link for you guys. You guys can check it out if you want to. And you guys can click the links right in the chat. I'm not sure how that, yeah, it looks like you can click it. I can click it at least. Happy birthday, Candace. How old? Yes, I announced the winners. I don't have it up in front of me at the moment, but I guess I could pull it up for you guys. We had Whitman Dowen won both mini PCs, which is just absolutely insane. Luckiest guy that follows the Retro Gaming Guy YouTube channel, apparently. But for the cooling fan stand for the Xbox Series S, that was Adelon Perez. And what else did we have? We had the handheld, that was Xander Wolf. And for the wireless HDMI transmitter and receiver, that was John Rio. So all those people I'll be emailing after this. And I'll keep that handy in case anybody else asks. But it's not that I'm not happy. I feel like that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I feel like I didn't think that through. I should have like limited it or something. But I'll reach out to him, and if he has people for both of them, cool. If not, maybe he'll just forward it on to the next one. But yeah, no, I won't be doing multiple mini PCs in like the same giveaway again, just to avoid that happening, because it just looks absolutely crazy if that happens, and of course it did. So yeah, we talked about what is going to be the next one, the Paladin Ha4. What else do I have? I'll probably throw in some like other little things. Like this is the Hold Sound BKM500 wireless headphones for TV. This is cool if you're somebody that like I go to bed hours after my wife. So if I try to watch TV and I wake anybody up, it's a problem. With this, it's literally like plug and play. You can plug in the receiver and transmitter. The headphones go on your head, obviously. The transmitter goes into the TV. It syncs up automatically, so you can hear all the sound from your TV, and it just goes to your ears. So something like that. It's not super, it's not as fun as a mini PC, but I'll throw that together probably the same day, just so we have a couple things to do giveaways on at the same time. What else do we have? We've got a Mayu Mini Plus. I'll do this probably not the same week. I got that hanging out a little bit. And if you're not familiar with this is a kick-ass handheld. These absolutely rock. This one was sent to me actually because they updated the micro SD card inside. So it actually uses a SanDisk 128 gigabyte micro SD card running Onion OS, which is the best way to game on this. The original version had, I forget what they even used for software on there, but for the operating system rather, it wasn't Onion OS, but everybody would basically just throw the stock card over their shoulder and get Onion OS on there. You could basically just move all the games that were included onto Onion OS, and it was just a phenomenal experience. So they, caught wind of that, changed it up. So now that is what comes stock on there. So this was sent to me from the folks that manufacture the Mayu Mini Plus. So I'll be giving that away probably the following week, I imagine. Yes, I already drew the names, and I will run those back to you. John Rio won the wireless HDMI transmitter receiver, And who won the handheld was Alexander Wolf, and both of the mini PCs, Whitman Dowen won, and the base for the Xbox Series S, which cools and also has the charging connections for controllers, also comes with batteries, was Adelan Perez. And I hope I'm saying all those names right. The next giveaway. So I haven't listed the giveaway entries yet, but they'll be up. Hopefully the next two will be up tomorrow. I'm hoping I'll probably start doing it tonight. Just trying to catch up on the chat over here. I know I haven't been answering many questions. It goes by so quick. Let me scroll all the way down. Yes, so I drew, those were all the names. Next giveaways will be coming. Some guys using a bot probably doesn't match the channel. Won both of the best items. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. But I'll reach out and we'll see what we can do. And in the future, it'll only be one person, but or one mini PC per evening. They have a website called Random YouTube Comment Picker where you can just hit a button and plug in all the comments. That would be interesting. I'd be open to that. That would be cool. It makes it simpler for me too, which you saw I was definitely struggling. Xander. Okay, Xander. I'm not the brightest. I can tell you about mini PCs and emulation gaming, but pronouncing names, not my specialty. Yeah, I'm sure. Did I say Whitman twice? I bought let's see. Did you buy that mini PC off of Amazon? Where'd you buy it from? That's a pretty good deal. I was actually just going through some of the deals on Amazon. Anybody that couldn't be in the live chat, it doesn't make a difference. I don't think anybody that won was actually in here tonight. So yeah, you don't have to be here to see it. It's just kind of a fun way for us to get together. And I was hoping that somebody would be here in the chat that won, make it a little bit more exciting, but it is what it is. Let's see. No problem. No, I'm happy to do the giveaways too. And I have more stuff too. So I've got a little wireless Bluetooth speaker that I'm going to give away. Nothing too fancy there, but still fun. This is a, why do I keep blanking on the name of these? Xlean GameCube controller. I actually got one of these from Temu, and I picked up two more. So this is the gold one. This can work with PCs or the Nintendo Switch, and it's pretty much on point. Feels just like a authentic GameCube controller. I know some people don't like the GameCube controllers. I actually liked them a lot as a kid, and as I've gotten older, not as big a fan as I once was, probably because they're pretty small for me now. They used to be like the perfect fit. At the time, I was 12 when GameCube came out. Something like that. And it was either that or the Duke from the original Xbox. And the Duke was just massive. Still is massive. I think that's the biggest gamepad controller. But for a 12-year-old, that was just like, I remember having like struggle to hit certain buttons. And the GameCube controller was just perfect. My hands lined up perfectly with everything. Let's see. I appreciate the info. I was wanting to know if you could hook up the 96 terabyte Retro Beast to a mini PC. You can. I don't know how well it would. It might stress the mini PC out quite a bit because it just takes a lot to power that, because that's what, 6 different drives. I'm remembering back 6 different drives, I think, because you have 5 built into. Did I show it on? I must have showed it on. Oh, here I go, throwing off the camera with my hand motions. How do I get it back now? I still didn't figure out how to use my own camera here. Something like that, right? I have to make I don't know, this damn thing. Yeah, so sorry. It might stress out the mini PC. It just depends what mini PC you have, I think. That would be kind of what I would look at. If you were going with like the HA4, wherever I just put that, the HA4 definitely has a lot to it. I don't think it would be a problem for that. But like if you're going with like a relatively inexpensive, budget friendly option, then it's probably just going to be too much for a mini PC to really take that on. So what else do we have here? Are the mini PCs plug and play, or do you have to do it yourself? You have to do it yourself. They're just, right from the manufacturer. They have Windows 11 on them. So depending on what setup you want to do, or what you want to use, I think most people would probably go with an external SSD or any type of external drive connection through USB. Would probably be the easiest way. Some mini PCs have the ability for you to just install a new SSD within, whether it's an M2 or like a 2.5 inch, regular SATA one. It just depends on what you're using. So like the HP, what did I do the videos on? The HP, the mini PCs I did the video on that, I don't know, I'm blanking on it. That's gonna bother me now. Hold on, so I don't look like a total idiot. When you do all these review videos like I do, they all kind of blend together at some point. The Elite Desk, the HP Elite Desk PC, that you could just open up. Some of them you can put a M2 into and a regular SATA SSD inside. So like the G2, 3, or 4, they're all pretty much the same setup. You could put in your own, game drive right inside of it if you wanted to, or you could do the external options as well. Let's see. Just catching up on the comments here. Bear with me. And I want to fix this camera. How do I get it to do this? Come on, zoom out. I don't know this thing. It's temperamental. Anytime I start talking with my hands, it throws it off. And it also throws it off that I have Mick Jagger's painting up over here, because what it does is it's an AI webcam. So it picks up on, there we go. That's the motion. Now I'm learning. It picks up on faces. And for some reason, the other night, especially, it was picking up on Mick Jagger's face, and it was like centering on him and me. So that throws it off. So yeah, just catching up on these comments here. The B-Link Sur 7. I just ordered it today. Yes, I will be reviewing the B-Link Sur 7, and there's a huge deal on it right now, actually. So if you go on to Amazon, I think it's like, I want to say $120, $130 off. Steven, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. It'll be a work in progress. It's taken me like 3 years to figure out how to do regular videos on YouTube. So I'm a slow learner, but I'll get there. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, though. Really means the world, and everybody too. I wouldn't be doing this stuff if you guys weren't here watching the content, engaging with me. It's just been so amazing to see, us kind of form a community here around this stuff, which is around retro gaming. I just think it's really amazing to see. All right, so I'm just trying to follow through here. 16 terabyte drives. Yeah, that's yep. Crazy Polar Bear, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate that. Can the Retro Handheld X6 run Batocera? Retro Handheld X6. Let me refresh my memory on that one. I reviewed that one. Oh, yeah, a while back. No, I don't think that one can run Batocera. I don't think, if you go to Batocera and you go to their download tab on their website, you'll get a drop down list. I don't want to talk with my hands. It'll throw this thing off. It'll give you a drop down list of all the different handhelds, PCs, all the different options that you can use Batocera with. I don't believe that's one of them. Could be wrong, but I don't believe it is. The 12 terabyte Kinhank drive. I have not tried that yet. B-Link Sur 7. Yes, I think I already answered that one. I'll be reviewing that. Hopefully, actually, I think there's a delay on that one. They said it wasn't coming till like December, second week of December, so it'll be a little bit late on that. Thank you, HP Elite Desk G2. Of course, I didn't see that until now. Do I have an HP Elite Desk? I actually gifted a bunch of those to different people too. If I have one, I'll do a giveaway for the HP Elite Desk, or I'll just get one and do it. I don't care. Um, Ads shouldn't pop up in a live feed, but can be skipped. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the ads on here with lives. I haven't been a viewer on many lives on YouTube, and this is only my, I guess, fourth attempt. We had some technical difficulties the other night when I was doing a dry run with this, but yeah, sometimes it gives me like a little notice on my end that says some people have a ad, but not everybody gets them. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with ads on here. So if it interrupts everything, I do apologize. I'll try to pay attention and maybe slow my roll if people are in dealing with an ad. All right. So, do you like Linux or Windows? Good question. I like them both for different things. I'm a big Batocera fan. I think everybody has probably picked up on that. There's definitely some issues with Linux. It can be a real pain to deal with and to set stuff up on, but it just depends what you're trying to get into. Like Xbox 360, as an example, terrible on Linux, but much better on Windows. So it just depends what you're looking for. Generally, I would say Windows, but I like Batocera. So I'm a complicated guy, I guess. RetroBeast 4 TB mini, worth it. What's he charging for that these days? That's the deciding factor, really. If anybody knows what he's charging, I could look it up. Yeah, Retro Beast is I don't know. I try not to throw shade on here, and anybody that watches the channel knows I'm very hesitant if I don't have like. I just think that some of the stuff there, I think he updates too much sometimes, and you never really know now what you're getting into, and that's been something I've heard from a lot of people that have ordered from him. Stuff that I showed in the video was what I received. So when I review something, I review it based on, what's in front of me. So with Retro Beast's setups, he's changing them so much. I just think that from, when you're selling stuff like that and you're not staying consistent, and I don't mean it necessarily in a bad way, but when you're not staying consistent in that you're constantly making updates in an effort to improve it, you end up with a situation that I think you undoubtedly are going to run into where some people just feel like they're not getting what they were sold because, say you saw my video, which is now, I don't know, 6 months old. It may not line up at all with what is being offered currently. So it sucks for everybody involved because I get some heat from that too. I've gotten a few emails from people saying, they felt like it was like false advertising. And I always have to kind of point out that I'm not advertising for people. I'm just reviewing stuff to try to hopefully help people make a better decision on things. But with something like that, at least stuff on Amazon, it's pretty consistent. His stuff, it just changes so much that it's hard to know exactly what you're getting. Let me try to hit some of these others. Love your videos, bro. The hat is cool. Where did you get it? Amazon, I think. I'm a Detroit Tigers fan. I lived outside Detroit for a little while, so yeah, I liked it and it fit well, and I like the colors. I like gray, so went with it. What else do we have here? And anybody heading out, thank you guys so much for the support. RC from the NYC, thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate that. And your messages. Thanks for all the reviews and how-tos. They have been very helpful in my purchase decisions and in tweaking my retro setups. That is awesome to hear. Means the world to me. And eventually I'm going to be doing, hopefully very soon, actually, I'm going to be modding this behind me. I got this and I've had a bin full of the stuff to mod it. So I'm going to be doing some, not so much tutorials, because I think I'll probably follow my own tutorial that I've already done on modding an arcade 1-up to get the job done again. But I was thinking about maybe even live streaming like some of the tasks involved with totally modding this out, and I'm going to mod it much more in depth than what I've done in the past. So stay tuned for that. And I think I'm getting another arcade 1-up too to mod that as well. A little bit different, but I got too many ideas. I'll say that. So let's see. What do you use as your personal all-in-one emulation machine? So I have a 4 TB setup that I created. It took me like 8 months to 6 to 8 months to put it all together. I use it's actually what I'm using right now, an HP Pavilion gaming PC, which is not super. It's pretty amazing, but it's not like your top of the line by any means. It's not one of those, $3,500 gaming PCs. It can get me into Steam and all the modern stuff very well. But yeah, it's not top of the line, but for retro gaming, it's all you need. It's definitely not overkill or anything. But I use that, and I have a couple different setups that I've made little by little. I have some 2 terabytes, 4 terabytes. Um, Everything's bought as Sarah. I actually have a launch box, and I started putting together a 12 terabyte setup for myself, just to kind of combine different things. But it's been a slow process building that. I'll put a few ROMs together here and there. It's going to be like a 5 year process, I think, at the rate I'm going. So I also have some Ace Magician mini PCs here that are capable of pretty advanced gaming too. I love that brand. Always had a good experience with them. So I kind of jump around a lot, and then I'm constantly testing stuff out. So I'll test stuff out on different mini PCs for an extended period of time. I kind of experiment quite a bit. One of the perks of being a YouTuber, I suppose, in this space, you get to try a lot of new things out. Let's see. Different OS on the X6 handheld. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think you're limited with that one. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've played around with that. $399 on Chris Cool Mod. So that's for the 4 terabyte. Yeah, that's not a bad price. Well, it's not a great price. I'm thinking SSD, but he puts them on hard drives, right? Does he do SSDs or hard drives? I think he might have. I think that one was a Xbox branded external SSD, if I'm not mistaken. It could be wrong. I'll have to look at my own video. When you do as many videos as I do, I keep up the I put a lot out each week, so it does blend together sometimes. Just got the NBA Jam countercade got delivered to me today. That's awesome. I think I reviewed that too a while back. That's a pretty cool one. I wish the screen was a little bit bigger, but still pretty sweet setup there. All right, I'm with Paul. I build my own drives. Takes some time, but worth it. Yes, because if you nothing against the plug and plays, like I get why they put them together, and I get that they help a lot of people that just don't have the time or patience to do this stuff because it's a lot. Like I mean, I've put together some massive setups for myself, and they took me months and months to do. But the benefit, like you said, is you get what you want to get out of it. It takes a long time, but you can put the titles that you want. You're never going to have a plug and play setup that has exactly what you want. So you end up having to put stuff on yourself. I mean, you can get pretty inexpensive drives these days, plug and play ready to go. Like I just reviewed one last week and it was pretty decent, or earlier this week, in fact, it was pretty decent. It saves you a lot of time if you were to jump into that, but you're probably going to want to go in and customize it yourself and tweak things anyways. So it just depends. If you're getting it for convenience, I get it. It makes sense then. But yeah, if you can create it yourself, that's the best way. It's just a slow grind. All right. So what mini PC will run everything up to Switch? A lot of mini PCs these days will run everything up to Switch. And honestly, especially right now with Black Friday deal, like $150, you can get into a mini PC that'll get you into all of that. I have the Boss Game. I forget which model it is. I reviewed it on the channel though. That's what's going to go in here, and it's going to be able to play through Switch. And that was $150 without the Black Friday deal. I paid $150 like 2 months ago. So you don't need something super expensive. We're in a cool time where mini PCs are not going to break the bank necessarily. If you want a B-Link, Sur 6 Max, which is top of the line mini PC, you're going to spend $600. Not on Black Friday, but I think they're like $120, $130 off right now. But $600 is what you're looking at for one of those, or I think a Sur 7 is around there too, a little bit more. That's going to get you into even modern day games effectively. But yeah, you don't have to spend that much. So $399 Canadian. I don't know what's that in US dollars. I could look that up too. Love the videos. You do a great service to us. Love the retro games. What is the build out there on Amazon that has the most original Xbox games on it that you know of? Off the top of my head, first off, thank you for the support and the kind words. I don't know off the top of my head. I've reviewed a lot of things. The thing with game drives that are plug and play on Amazon, they don't last long on Amazon. So I'll review something and send people, towards it, and it'll disappear because I think we all know why they disappear. But that's the downside with that stuff. They don't last long, so it's hard to keep tabs on all of that. Would you ever consider making your own plug and play SD cards? Down Have them downloadable on a website? No, no, I wouldn't. I don't need the heat from the companies and all that stuff. You should build your own to sell out of another country. Yeah, it's too dicey. And now with the channel, there's too many people watching these days. It's not worth it. What mini PC will run everything? Yeah, I already answered that one. Favorite NES game? NES was before my time, but that's a good question. I'm terrible at Mario games. Anybody that's ever seen me try to demo like Super Mario or any of those, yeah, it's a mess. I would say probably one of the WWF games. Just there's not much to them, but I remember playing them as a kid, and I was playing them. It wasn't the cool thing to do. People were playing like WCW NWO Revenge for N64, and I had one of those at my grandmother's house, and I would play that one of the WWF games. I don't know if it must have been WrestleMania. So just because it's not a good game, but just because it has sentimental value to me because, I remember playing it, probably one of those, I would say. Take care, Bo. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hanging. And I'll wrap this up in the next couple of minutes too, but I want to catch up on all these. Love your videos. Thanks for the giveaway. Congrats to all the winners. Hoping to win next time. Yes, definitely check back. Again, I said this before. A couple days, no, tomorrow. By tomorrow, I'll get the next batch of giveaways put together, and we're going to do it again next Friday. I'm not going to do the 2-week wait because I feel like I think that in the first week, everybody joined the giveaway. And then, yeah, there were a few entries that trickled in, but WWF Warzone. Which one? What was that for? Warzone. I get the WWF. Yeah, Warzone wasn't my favorite. I was trying to make sure that it wasn't also the title of an older one. Warzone was not my favorite. I will say that. Not my least favorite by any means, but not my favorite. Play a game of Blitz. I'd have to change the angle of this and everything. I'll do that. I'll do a live stream playing that before I mod it out, and then all that goes bye-bye. But I'm going to still have all the games on there. I'm going to have thousands of games, not just the 3 that are included, but we'll do a farewell to the arcade one-ups, no late tackle, or NFL Blitz before I do the mod. What are the names of your kids? Asher is my son. Chloe's my daughter. Jackson is my stepson. And what are the... Sorry, I lost you there. What's the game that you play with your kids whenever you get a chance? My stepson and I actually, when I met my wife, he was 2, so he was a little young for games, but I got him into gaming a little too young, I think. But we've always bonded over games. So he and I will play MLB, The Show, which is modern, but we played Gauntlet Legends, like start to finish, played all the way through that. That was a game that I played in the arcade a lot as a kid. So we both still, he's not into, it's not cool to like the old stuff really. I guess it is cool, but he's only 11 and a half. So yeah, he doesn't play much of the old stuff. He'll play for a few minutes. Like I got him into some Sinden light gun gaming one day, and he had fun. But yeah, we played Gauntlet Legends. He enjoyed that. We played through, I think, the first 4 Halo games together too. So he likes the current WWE, whatever the latest 2K WWE game is, but he just murders me, so it's not even fun for me. It's fun for him. What one you're getting for 150? What do you mean? Which mini PC, or what are we talking about there? PlayStation 6. Are you asking when I think it'll come out? I have no idea. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Are you a veteran? No, I'm not a veteran. Support veterans for sure. I have the utmost respect, but no, I'm not a veteran. Yeah, I think all kids aren't into what we were into, and we want them to be. That's what got me into emulation too during the pandemic. I mean, I was into it a little bit before that, but really dove in during the pandemic just for something to do and not. We were all driving each other crazy, as I'm sure everybody can relate. But I got into RetroPie and I was playing like some of the old stuff. And then the natural course of things takes place where you just want more than what something can handle, and you upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. And here I am, all these years later, still upgrading and looking for more stuff. What is the best retro to buy that has Dirt Daytona on it? I don't think I've seen that on many. I have that on, I think I have that on my 4 terabyte setup. I love the Daytona games. But yeah, I'm not sure. Would you consider a cheap PC home build we could learn to copy? Would you consider, and what do you mean by that? Would you consider a cheap PC home build? Would I consider building one? I did the video on how to set up $100 HP Elite desk, and that's kind of similar to that. And you could do that for with a drive and everything. It was $100 for just the PC, but with a drive and all that, you'd be looking at probably drives have actually come down in price, $150 max. Get some decent controllers too, maybe $160, $170. But yeah, my son is kicking ass on Mario Smash Brothers right now. Nice. That's a sick game. That's part of my childhood right there for sure. Would you recommend swapping HDD to SSD on mini PCs, or it don't matter on gaming? It depends what you're doing. I don't find there to be much noticeable difference necessarily in game performance. Maybe it depends on the emulator you're using and the game you're playing. But what I find to be the biggest difference is more so in load times, like games that have cutscenes or that load. I mean, retro gaming, you have those significant load times in some cases, but I definitely feel like the load times are much slower on hard drives versus SSDs. So that's where I really see the big difference. In all honesty, with retro gaming, anyways, as you get into later and later collections and emulators and all that stuff, then you'll start to see slight differences. But load times is the big one for me. What do you recommend for CPU speed on mini PCs run everything up to Switch? It's not as cut and dry as I wish it was with that. You have to look at a lot of different things in mini PCs. Like I've talked about this before, where you can look at two different mini PCs side by side, look at the specs, and they look to be identical, but the performance is just a huge difference between them based on other things. I mean, it could be something like the cooling being poor on one or better on the other. So see, I mean, I look at typically I want like over three. I suppose over 3 gigahertz would be ideal, but the HP Elite desk is significantly lower than that, I think, and it performs better than some modern day mini PCs. So again, it's all over the place. So that's why I started doing a lot more review videos on mini PCs, because it's not so cut and dry. You can't just look at the specs and know exactly where performance is going to be on it. All right. I got into emulation when I couldn't get an NES Classic. Got my first Pi 3B. Download a RetroPie build. Been going ever since. Yeah, that's pretty much the route that I took too. I wasn't looking for the NES Classic, but I was just trying to figure out, how I could get into. Honestly, it was Gauntlet Legends. I wanted to show my stepson Gauntlet Legends because he asked me like, what was the game that you played as a kid that you were obsessed with, and that was it. That was definitely it. All right, so I got one of those notices that you guys have ads in front of you. So can you guys hit me up in the comments here and tell me who is in a ad right now, so I know? I'm trying to learn my way around this live thing. I'm just going to kind of wait till this counts down on my end because I don't know if you guys are with me or not. You're here. Okay, cool. Yeah, it says that some viewers will have the ads, so I don't know. I don't know if the ad just blocks me out for a minute or whatever it is. I don't know if it's a skippable ad, so I don't know. I try to trail off a little bit when I see those notices. But here's to you hoping your kids will grow up like you, turning their hobbies into their job. Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful to be able to do this. When I started YouTube, I had no idea that I would actually try to become a YouTuber. So yeah, I love it. I am married. Yes, married for how many years now? 7 years. Yeah, 7 years together for 9. She doesn't play much. We actually she likes we played NBA Jam, but the later like the Xbox 360 one. It was the On Fire edition, which I remember only because I like to have the classic lineups. So, like for the Chicago Bulls, you'll get Pippen and Rodman, plus whoever was current at the time. I mean, I think it was a 2011 release. We'll play that once in a while. Not so much lately. She was murdering me at that game, though. Hate to admit it, but and I was like into it. Like I beat the game, played through all the uh all the different teams and everything. Played through the entire game. She played it like maybe twice and just started murdering me at it. So yeah, it got intense. All sorts. Have a good night, man. Appreciate it. All right. So also in Connecticut. So I'm in Wallingford actually. Where are you in Connecticut? I don't see many Connecticut people here. My buddy Jose is in Connecticut too. I don't think he's on here right now, but I actually met him through the channel, which was cool years ago. Um, Kevin is the man with all the computer questions. Like, I got to bring you on here one day because you blow me out of the water with your knowledge on this stuff. I know I said that the other night too, but always knows his stuff, always on point. At the end of the day, and I don't, a lot of people always ask me for my opinions on things, and I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. So I'm not like classically trained at any of this stuff. I've just figured stuff out honestly through trial and error. Like that's how I figured out how to do emulations, how I figured out how to do builds and all that stuff. Um, yeah, there's a lot I don't know. I think what makes my like tutorials relatable though is because I don't know like all of the proper terms for things, and like I'm an everyday person that has just figured it out because I'm persistent and have failed a million times to the point where eventually I get it right and I remember how to do it. Usually I'm recording myself as I get things right so then I can go back and teach people how to do what I eventually figured out the long way. So that's my recipe for how I've done what I've done on here. From Middletown and Hartford. Okay, so you're not far at all. Nice. Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes from Middletown, 30 minutes from Hartford. Let's see what else we have here. Older games are my thing too. I like modern day stuff too, but the older stuff just it's more than just the game. It's like the memory of the experience as a kid and stuff. East Hartford, nice. And you're a Flyers fan. It's Flyers logo, right? It's super small for me, but not a Bruins or Rangers fan. I used to live outside Philadelphia, so back in what was that 06 and 07. So yeah, went to a lot of Flyers games. And what was the farm team for them? I think it was the Phantoms. Went to those two. All right, let's see. For $100 or so, which is the best retro to buy? I have to buy 6 of them for the boys at work. Are you looking for like a whole plug and play console or just a PC or just a drive? Yeah, I announced it. I announced the winners a while ago. We're just kind of hanging out, shooting the shit. The winners were, and everybody is going to be getting an email too. Adelon Perez for the multifunctional stand. And we had one guy win both mini PCs, which was just insane. And that was to Whitman Dowen or Dowen. He won both mini PCs. And then we also have the Handheld, which went to Xander Wolf. And the wireless HDMI transmitter receiver went to John Rio. So all those people will be getting emails. Maine, that's not far away. Been to Maine quite a bit. It's been a while, though. Portland area. Or was it Old Orchard Beach? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not far from Cheshire. I'm on that side. Cruising USA. Those are my favorite racing games. I remember being in the arcade playing those games as a kid. That's a good way to like the Flyers, the orange. Flyers were good, though. I mean, are they still good? They have good years, I suppose. I don't follow them as closely. I've been into the Knights since they became a team. I used to be in Vegas quite a bit for work. And then Bruins, always been into the Bruins. And then we got, obviously, I guess, Wolfpack and Bridgeport's making people into Rangers and Islander fans, too. Yeah, we weren't. I was asking if there's anybody from Connecticut earlier and wasn't getting anywhere. So, yeah, some Connecticut people. That's good to see. I don't think I've ever told anybody that I'm from Connecticut on here either until the other day. Somebody asked me. Actually, Heck and Steve, when I went on his channel, he asked me, and I said where I was from. But yeah, I don't really mention it too much. Next time, Jimmy. Next time. Which 007? GoldenEye? Everybody loves GoldenEye. I like GoldenEye too, but The World Is Not Enough. I think I played more as a kid. Actually on PlayStation, though, not so much N64. I didn't go to it. I was out of town that week, so I missed that one, but I will definitely be at the next one. It was at the convention center, I think. Convention center is so nice. I was there for something not too long ago. I forget what it was. Nice. Elite Desk G3 and Raspberry Pi 4. It's good. Will you ever mod a console? I talked to. I don't know how to. Like off the. I would have to look into it quite a bit, but I'd be open to it. Yeah. For a while, I was getting stuff and like fixing up stuff, but I haven't bought anything in a while now. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the market in general. Everything's ridiculously priced these days, but yeah, I was hoping to check it out, but it's one of those things. I was out of town. You missed everything. We're just wrapping up. This will be available for replay, though, if you want to go back and see anything. Can you recommend a mini PC that will run PS3 reliably? So reliably, I would use that very loosely, not because of the mini PCs, just because the emulator isn't the most stable. Some games are great, don't get me wrong, but a lot aren't. So probably your best bet would be the B-Link Sur 6 Max out of all of the mini PCs that I've tested. And I've tested more of like the more budget-friendly ones, honestly. That's probably your best bet, though. And then I have the Paladin Ha4, which I'm giving away next Friday. I don't know if you were in here for that portion of the video, but I'll do a video when I get everything up online. But this is capable of PS3. And I'll open it up for you guys real quick because I don't know if everybody was here for that. This is it. It's not. I use the term mini very loosely too. It's not super mini. It's a good size. I don't know if I have a comparison. Well, I have the Mayu Mini Plus here. This is a handheld, and that's true to size of the actual handheld there. So you can see this is like more than double, almost 3 times the size. So this is capable of PS3 and modern day gaming through Switch and all that stuff. It comes with Windows 11. So I'm giving that away next week. I'm going to do a video announcing that, talking about that, officially, but I've told everybody here that we'll be doing that next Friday. So that'll be a good time. I'll probably put that video out maybe Sunday night. I keep thinking today's Saturday. I'll put it out probably Sunday night and give everybody 5 days to enter to win it. I'm probably going to reduce the number of entries since obviously we had one person win both mini PCs here tonight. I'm going to put it so just one entry per person with that. But yeah, it'll be fun. And we'll do the same thing. So next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll jump on here and I'll announce the winners. And you don't have to be here for it too. But this one was $500, so it's not cheap for a fairly mini PC. My PC's acting up, shuts off on me. I've swapped everything but my GPU. So sadly, yeah, probably. Process of elimination, yeah. I didn't see that second end of your, Jason. I didn't see the second part of your comment there. I want to play. Yeah, so check out that game. There's actually a website that gives you a list of all of the games that are compatible with the PS3 emulator, and they're constantly changing that too. So definitely check out their that website. Actually, I'll see if I can find it for you guys. I used to know it off the top of my head. The emulator list. Yeah, got it for you. I know some people are in ad right now. It gives me this message across the bottom that some people are seeing an ad. So I don't know if you guys can hear me or see me during that ad. $4.99 for the HA4 from Paladin. I think that's what we're talking about. And the B-Link Sur 6, if that's what we're talking about, that one was $600, $630, something like that. Do you think the Sur 7 would be good for that 96? It probably would be. Yeah, I wouldn't go with like a lower end mini PC just because I know that when you're connecting something that massive to a PC, it definitely uses a lot. It definitely requires a lot. So yeah, the Sur 7 should be able to do that. I haven't tested that out, but I have a Sur 7 coming. It's just going to be, I think they said like 2 to 3 weeks till it comes in. So kind of a slow wait. For who was it? Jason? Yeah, Jason. Here, I'm going to send you a link. That is the compatibility list for the PS3 emulator. You can go through there. It's in alphabetical order. Check and see if the game you're looking to play is on there, and it'll tell you whether it's compatible. And it should tell you also, it'll say like playable, or it'll have a different status if it's, kind of a shit show, because not all games run well on there. Kevin to the rescue. I'm telling you guys, Kevin could be on here with his own channel. You should do that because you know everything about this stuff. There you go. Check your fan. I don't have that. Wait, did I read that wrong? I had a Steam Deck. I don't have a Steam Deck anymore. I did a video on why I actually got rid of it too. Just wasn't using it. And I don't game on the go because I have kids. So when we're traveling, I don't have time to game. I'm reeling kids in and trying to keep tabs on everybody. This is real live, yes. Yeah, I just did my first live the other night, which was a mess, honestly. I was just doing like a dry run to try to learn how all this works. And then we announced some winners for the giveaways earlier, and we've just kind of been chatting. So I'm going to wrap it up, though, because I got a bunch of stuff to catch up on here. And I hopefully will have a video out tomorrow. I'm going to kind of go through the different Black Friday deals. I know I've missed Black Friday, but Amazon's actually extending Black Friday through till the end of Monday. So it's a Black Friday weekend. So I meant to do this sooner, but Thanksgiving and all that stuff definitely pulled me away. Yeah, I do the premieres always, always do premieres. So yeah, I fake you guys out with that, but I'm almost always in the comments or the live chat during the premieres when I can be. Sometimes I get, busy and pulled away, but I try to be present for those. Yeah, Cyber Monday. So Amazon's doing Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday, so they're just doing one straight deal. They might change it up a little bit on Monday too, but yeah, I think it's cool that they're extending it. I know for a while they used to do like Friday, half a Saturday, then they'd like take a day off. Things would go back to like regular price, and then yeah, it never made sense to me. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up though. Thank you guys. We've been in here for an hour 15. I think that tops what we did the other day. So always a pleasure talking with you guys, and thank you guys so much. I know I say this a lot, but I mean it. Thank you guys so much for the support on here. I wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't in here watching, and you guys are always a blast to talk to. I think we've just created such a fun little community here. Um, People are starting to become like regulars, and remembering you guys from your usernames and all that. So it's been just a super cool experience on here, and I'll keep doing the videos, and we'll do some more lives, and I'll figure this out and hopefully get better at it because I'm still a little rusty, but little by little. It took me a while to figure out the regular side of YouTube, so it'll take me a little while over here too. But thank you guys so much. Thanks for the support. I will hopefully have that Black Friday deal video. It won't be a long one, out tomorrow, and then I'm reviewing some other stuff here. I've got a mini PC, two mini PCs over there, one from AceMagician, one from AceMagic, that I'm going to do some review videos on. So a lot of cool stuff coming. Definitely check back with me. So thank you guys so much. Thanks again. I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Take care.